Get ready. It's time. Christina, Catherine, Lisa, Amy, and Lauren. Welcome to the Cimorelli Podcast.
Hey, I'm Christina.
I'm Catherine.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Amy.
I'm Lauren.
And we're Cimorelli.
Welcome back to
The Cimorelli Podcast.
Woo! 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 This episode is sponsored by Green Chef. Green Chef's exciting new ingredients and delicious recipes support a healthy lifestyle so you can eat well without sacrificing taste. Go to greenchef.com/Cimorelli135 and use the code Cimorelli135 for $135 off across 5 boxes. And your first box ships free.
Woo! We love it.
Wow.
Love to hear it.
Guys, we have a great show planned for you today. You know that thing where it's like, he's a 10, but he hangs his socks out the window to dry. I don't know. I just
Oh my gosh, that would be
literally
good.
thought that out the top of my head.
Iconic.
We're going to do that, but we each made up a few, and then we're going to compare. Well, I think that actually makes them better. Well, I think it makes them worse. Who knows? You're going to learn a lot
I'm really
today.
intrigued to see what everyone thinks.
I know. I'm curious what everyone thought of it in the first place and how you're going to react to mine.
Yeah.
If we thought of the same one.
Oh, that would be so weird.
Yeah, I was
I
like, is
kinda
there
doubt anyone
overlap?
thought of
We're going to rate.
They're pretty random.
Let me guess. Everybody wears flip-flops.
I guess we'll see. Cat's like, dang it.
He wears a straw hat.
Okay. Let's get into it later, ladies. Let's get into it. So that's coming very soon.
I'm excited.
For now, I have to tell you guys that all of our full episodes are available on Patreon, as well as our past full episodes from our last seasons. So if you love the Cimorelli Podcast, you're definitely going to want to check out Patreon. There's a lot more where that came from. There's also content Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Well, it's the podcast Wednesday, but you get what I mean. And there's a great positive community there. And if you're a big Cimorelli fan, you're a big fan of the podcast, I suggest you try it out. It's linked in the description. Patreon, check it out. Try it for a month, see what you think. You may be obsessed with it and be so happy that you joined. So maybe give it a chance. And thank you to all our patrons so much for supporting us. It means so much, and it makes it possible for us to actually do the podcast. So if you love the podcast, you guys got to give a shout out to the patrons. You got to say thank you. Thank you,
appreciate
patrons.
ya.
We love it.
Well, I was talking to the audience, but thank you
I
guys
know.
too. Love it. So guys, last week we did
How well do our men know
Our
us?
husbands,
And I didn't answer.
Yes, that was fun. In case you missed it.
Oh,
and
go watch it.
As you know, today we're doing the rating hypothetical guys thing, but we got to start with highs and lows.
Woo.
Who wants to go? Shoot.
I can go.
You go. Yeah.
Okay, so my low is that my twins were sick over the weekend. And I mean, it was just cold, but baby colds, if you know, they're miserable. It's a lot of sleepless nights. It's a lot of nose suctioning that babies hate and scream the whole time. But you're like, you literally can't breathe out of your nose. I got to suction your nose for you. So yeah,
That's
it was pretty
gross.
exhausting. And I really hate when they're sick, but they're feeling better now. So I'm happy
I've
about
never
that.
suctioned Barrett's nose. I'm like, should I
Really?
have done that?
I
It's
used the
so
electric one.
good.
It's like $40.
I just put this balm
So
on his
awesome.
chest. I don't know why I've never done the suction thing.
Well, I Googled it. They can breathe through their mouths, so you don't have to.
But
That's why he's
should
alive.
suction my
For
own
some
nose.
reason, though, it makes it when they're sleeping, you can hear them going.
Yeah.
They
Probably
have this,
makes it way more
snorting noise.
comfortable.
I do it every night before bed because I feel like it makes them more
Probably
comfortable.
make
I
sure
use
it's
it. She has a
throat
big old
worse.
book. I'm like,
But I actually think saline spray is the way to go. Anyway. And
Anyway.
then my high was I was literally cooped up all weekend, so I didn't do anything. But then on Sunday night, Max and I got barbecue takeout, and the boys were kind of starting to feel better. So we got all this great food, and we sat at the table, and the boys sat in their high chairs, and they had their meal, and we had our meal, and they tasted mac and cheese for the first time. It was really cute.
Oh, did they like it?
They were like they definitely were. Their faces perked
They were
up.
interested.
so funny.
So, and then that night, Max went to bed early, and I just stayed up, and I think I watched Virgin River. Lauren and I both.
Oh.
And I ate.
Can
have
I
these
watch it too? Okay.
ice cream bars.
We watched it together.
They're like
Not anymore. But we
Oh,
did.
okay. I just saw Lauren's post on her story recently. I ate these ice cream bars that are I don't normally like coffee ice cream. I actually thought of you, Lisa. You might like these. Do you like toffee?
I love toffee.
Because it's a Haagen-Dazs coffee ice cream covered with chocolate and toffee.
Okay, I would eat that.
It was
Yeah, that
I thought about you because I
I
know you
wanna
love
get
coffee ice cream.
this.
I don't normally like coffee ice cream, but these are some of the best.
In
I
my
wanna get
freezer
that.
right now, I have the like Yasso ice cream balls, coffee ice cream.
Oh
it's
my God.
literally
Some of those, not the coffee ones. I didn't know they had.
What'd
those.
you get? Vanilla?
Yeah, it's so good.
The balls?
I wish they put more in a thing though.
I've been on like
I
a
know,
major.
but it's because it's nice because if you're really trying not to eat sugar, it's a little taste, and you have to take tiny bites because it's cold. So it's like,
They're really good.
Yeah, I've been on an ice cream bar testing. I said tasting. Ice cream bar testing
cream.
kick. Probably tried like 10 different kinds over the last couple months.
Yeah.
And I've just been like trying to find the good ones. That's one of the best. So
Haagen-Dazs. You can't go wrong with
Small high.
Haagen-Dazs.
I love Haagen-Dazs.
Let's see. I'll go next. Let's start with a high. My wonderful mother-in-law. I feel very blessed to have an awesome mother-in-law that is present in my life. We went out to dinner with Lily, little girls' night.
Oh, that's
And we
cute.
also got barbecue, which made me think of that. It was so fun, even though Lily just ate right before we went. So we ordered her a grilled cheese. She did not eat it. I literally ate her whole grilled cheese.
I love it.
But it was so good. So I'm glad that I got it for myself. Had really good food. And then we always like to go on walks after we eat. So we went to this little neighborhood nearby.
Digestion walks.
And we walked, and it was like a beautiful sunset, and there was like a little pond, and it was just like an awesome night.
Oh, I love that.
Really great. It's nice, Lily, having a little later schedule. We can be out to see the sunset, which is nice. My low, it always has to do with the baby, but my poor little Lily was playing, and she's pretty sturdy, so I'll let her like play while I sit on the couch. But she fell and somehow like hit the inside of her mouth on the table.
Owie.
And it was a tiny cut, I found out, but her mouth was bleeding, and I was like, oh no, her first bloody mouth. Oh,
That's
gross.
it was so sad. And it's just like, oh my gosh, what do I do? And I was like, I bet God created mouths to be able to stop bleeding. Because it's like, oh no, it's all wet. Like, it's going to bleed forever. But then I was like, okay, I took a paper towel and blotted it a little bit, and I saw it was tiny, and it stopped, and like almost immediately. So I'm not giving medical advice. Definitely try to stop bleeding. But I'm just saying it worked out. But it was really sad.
Okay, I could go for mine. Okay, let's see. Low is that the pregnancy and insomnia has like gone to the next level. It's like when Barrett was having his worst sleep. I wake up every hour or every maybe 2 hours, but I don't sleep like more than 2 hours. I'm so mad. We were doing so well.
Wait, at a time or total?
No, at a time.
This is why it's the biggest joke when people say to you when you're pregnant, enjoy your sleep.
Yeah, let me
now."
enjoy this.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
like,
even.
I'm having great sleep.
can't even
here.
go on my
Hey,
back for
I would
2
sleep
seconds.
like 12 hours a night, but that I don't know why. But
Oh, I was
I
not like
slept
that.
like a
I was more like
rock.
Christina. I woke
This
up
is
all
not
night.
right. I was sleeping well.
to pee
spectrum.
every hour.
Last month I was fine. But anyway, I'm just, it is not right. That's why I'm absolutely exhausted today. I like wake up every 2 seconds. I'm like, like definitely something's changing in the hormones. So that's so freaking annoying. I mean, I think it's going to be actually better waking up with a newborn than this is because at least I'll be able to sit up. Right now I'm like, I try to sit up. I'm
I
like,
keep
ouch,
forgetting that you're pregnant.
ouch. It just hurts so bad. Okay, anyway. And then my high was, my friend. Okay, so my friend has a daughter who's like almost Lily's exact age. She's like 1 week younger. And she had her like first birthday. And it was Barrett's first like friend birthday party. She's not like actually his friend, but it was like, I think her older brother's more of kind of Barrett's friend. He doesn't even know them that well, but it was his first time going to like a friend birthday party.
Like a bunch of little
He
kids.
love it.
And it wasn't that many little kids, but he was like the extrovert of the party, which is interesting. He was like going around and saying hi to everyone, and he was just doing so well socially. You wonder how your kids are going to be socially. Like, hopefully it's not a nightmare. But he did so well, except for one of the kids was having a giant meltdown, and then Barrett was sitting there watching him the whole time, and he was just sitting there in his face while his mom, and then Barrett was like sad. And then he went upstairs with his mom to go calm down, and Barrett looked at me. He's like, "Go look. Let's go look." And I'm like, Barrett, we can't just go watch kids when they're
Like,
sad.
okay, Barrett, social skills good. Privacy, not good.
So he had a blast running around playing with them, and it was just
Inspecting
great.
the
It was super
meltdowns.
fun.
That's
so
funny.
Love
that was a
that.
high.
Aw.
Okay, my high was that I actually exercised on purpose.
I love
when
it.
do you exercise on accident?
Like,
Never?
okay, I went to a concert and I had to walk like 4 miles. That wasn't on purpose, but that was definitely exercise. But like, I actually decided to like go on a walk outside and like run for a little bit, like 1 minute.
Oh.
For you.
And it felt so good because I really haven't done that in like
I need
6
to do that.
weeks. and I'm getting back into it. So that was nice.
Love
My
it.
low is that I finished watching Breaking Bad. And I'm just sad that I finished it.
Was it really good?
Yeah, it's very violent though. I didn't like
can't
that
do
part. But it was really like good ending, but it's like, was it a good ending though? Like it was like, I don't know. I was just laying there in the dark after and I was just like,
Wait, how starstruck are you now that Michael and Dad know the one guy?
I know, I am
like,
now. But it was just, I don't know, you know, and it just ends, it leaves you in shock and you're just like,
Like, what
who
am
am I?
now?
Yeah, that's how I
hard.
feel.
That's hard.
Okay, is it you?
Yes.
You last one?
My high was that I spent the majority of the
I was
weekend
thinking that in my head.
at the pool.
In my head.
Oh, love it.
And I do that every weekend basically.
You do what?
I go to the pool,
And read?
read, sit in, the,
the shade.
shade.
Weird, it's so hot.
I put on a bunch of sunscreen, but for some reason I like it. It doesn't feel as hot as if I'm doing something. Like I will bake alive for like 3 hours.
Do you actually go in
like
the
that
water
when I'm
though?
not pregnant.
Like when you
No,
get too
she just
hot?
You will
shade.
not catch me in the water during the day.
You were outside during heat advisory.
Amy
you didn't
runs
even go in
cold.
the water.
Kath, have you
How do you
seen
do that?
what
Oh,
she
yeah.
wears
yeah.
to bed?
Sweatshirt and sweatpants.
Yeah.
Sweating,
right?
pulling
now
the blanket off,
shorts,
and she was wearing
socks,
sweats.
yeah.
Whoa.
Still a sweatshirt?
I think she's
Yeah.
like run.
She's a
shorts.
reptilian.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, I
just
don't
shocked.
know why. It does make me nauseous sometimes, the heat.
Oh,
But other
yeah.
than that,
That's not a
it's
good
like
thing.
really fun.
I
love
getting
it.
nauseous.
It is worth it.
So what was
that
your
was
low?
the
I just lay there and relax.
You're
It's really
relaxing
fun. My
whole
low was
time.
that I was stressed in therapy and I picked off my toenails and it hurt.
Your toenails or your
What do you mean?
toenail
Like, you know when you
polish?
rip your toenails?
Oh, like the top, not
Yeah.
the whole.
Yeah.
Never done that.
Yeah,
I ripped
I do
one
that.
way too low on accident.
Wait, I've
that's
never. Has
yeah.
anyone here ever bit their nails? I've never done that. Either.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
even.
bite them, I rip them.
I
Apparently
only-
ripping them is a sign of rage or something.
Oh, I do that.
Wait, Dad does that all the time.
Ripping
No
your
wonder.
nails? I don't know.
Oh, it's more
interesting.
anxiety when I used to do it.
That's
Now
what I
just file
read,
them.
but I don't know.
That's really
I mean,
interesting.
rage.
I just
root
do
is
it when they get
helplessness,
too
and
long.
anxiety is a lot of helplessness too. So
I've
maybe
never
it's
ripped
related.
my nails, but I do think
Makes
I
me
do have some
upset.
rage.
Interesting. Okay. Let's do our 5 perspectives. So this was from an episode a couple episodes ago. Wait, what did I do this for? Oh, for one of my questions. The Who Knows Me Best Challenge. So then I don't have to answer this, but you guys answer this one. Do you identify as a pessimist, realist, or optimist?
Oh,
I identify as a pessimist for sure.
I would say yes.
I don't
Amy's
run
like, but
optimistic. I don't run realistic.
Okay, when we say anything, Amy's like, but think of what could go wrong every single time.
I don't. That's the thing. I don't
Every
run realistic
single
or
time.
optimistic. It's
And I'm
just-
like, Amy,
so funny. I
this
don't
could
think I
go
know
right.
anyone that willingly identifies as a
She's
pessimist.
accurate.
But
because
it's
that's
true.
how I am.
It's
Unfortunately,
true.
well, I don't know if it's unfortunate, but it's just
it
how
is
my brain
helpful.
works.
it doesn't mean she's annoying to be around.
Not at all.
Thank you.
no. She's
It just
not at
means
all.
sometimes I have to be like, Amy, all these things can go right.
It's gonna work out.
Let's
You know
try.
what? I feel like you can tell someone's a pessimist. I have a few friends that are like that, where it's like, you're like, oh, are you excited for that thing? They're like, oh, well, we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, like they don't really like to get excited. They're just kind of like, it could be bad.
Because
We
I
don't
feel
know.
like people often link pessimism with just being depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a difference
Yeah, it doesn't
between
mean you
being
hate
naturally
everything.
pessimistic,
Yeah.
where you just don't look at the bright side.
Yeah.
That's
I feel like
so
it's like you just know
versus
what
being
can go
depressed,
wrong,
where
or
you
the-
just can't feel the bright side.
Okay, what about you
don't
people?
know what I
I
am.
feel
I
like
think you're optimistic.
I'm an optimist, but can be like realist. But I don't know. I'm like, if we believe, we can achieve. Like,
Okay, yeah, when Chad was in the hospital, I was like the most optimistic ever. Where I was like,
I think you're optimistic.
You seem pretty
came
optimistic.
out
I
of
think
me,
naturally
where I
You're
was
always
you-
like, we're gonna have fun.
Like if we
Yeah.
bring something up, I think you're normally like, yeah, let's do it. I don't think
You're
you're.
not-
but so many times
Think
I'm like,
about-
so I'm like, I think in
Maybe
like
you're a realist.
more serious situations, I'm an optimist, maybe.
Yeah.
But then in day to day life, I have like a powerless
Yeah,
problem. I'm
that's
like,
so
it's not
true.
gonna work. I actually
so
feel like I
true.
go from pessimist to optimist.
But I think
not even
overall-
realist because realistically something is fine. And I'm like, no.
But Lise,
Yes, I
overall,
feel
you're
that.
like, I'm gonna enjoy life. Life's great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
You're
on
like,
a bike
blink and you
ride.
miss
Like,
it.
like
go for a
overall,
walk.
you're like, life is good.
Yeah,
glass
but
half
is that an
full.
Yeah, it's an optimism.
Isn't
think
optimist?
so.
Isn't this about believing that things are going to go well? That's
Yeah.
what it's about.
And I
Or
feel like
bad,
you
or
are that.
just
It's
how
kinda
what's
confusing.
Or how
That's
you see
interesting,
things.
yeah.
I feel like it's
I'm
glass
a positive
half full.
half and half. I'm a positive pessimist and then just an optimist. But it's
I don't think you're a
That's funny.
pessimist. Talk to a real
hear,
pessimist.
hear
Yeah,
my
talk
own
to me.
brain sometimes.
Talk to a real pessimist.
Interesting.
Or maybe I just have
Those
negative
people
beliefs
that are
about
like,
certain
I
things.
can't do
You
it
know what? No.
about everything.
Okay, I think I'm an optimist with some negative self beliefs about certain things.
Yes.
And you spiral sometimes.
That
We
makes
all do.
sense.
All right.
What are
all right,
you?
all right.
I am an optimist almost to a delusional level
Yeah.
sometimes. But I'm an optimist who has OCD. I can think of worst case scenarios at times, but for the most part, I'm like
I can do this
I'm
in
like,
3 minutes.
I'm gonna go to a party, and then I
this.
think of this like scene of like, oh, there's like a light, and it's like you're
You
like,
over idealize things and then you're always disappointed.
yes, I don't think it's a good thing. I'm like, I'm gonna go on this trip. We're gonna do all these adventures. And I
Yeah.
think of these like
You build
really
it up.
fun. I build it up way too much.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna hang out with my
optimist.
friends. It's gonna be the most fun thing ever, and I'll think of this really fun thing. And I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty normal. So it's like I'm pretty like disappointed a lot.
Holidays, events, everything.
I'm way
You
too-
always
honestly,
say that.
I don't think it's actually a good thing because I read this thing once that said happiness is when your expectations are exceeded. And sadness is when your expectations are not met. I'm like, my expectations are not met a lot.
True.
But it's okay. I really do believe the best in the world and in people
Yeah.
in general.
Good.
Okay.
What's that like?
We know.
Well,
you
that was a
said-
good one. Let's get into.
I mean, you're probably happier
Wait,
than me,
what was
honestly.
yours?
Oh,
She's-
remember
well,
I
she
said
before she
optimist.
was an optimist.
Oh.
I said that in depth, kind of in that episode.
Yeah. I just
Um,
forgot.
Let's get into rating hypothetical guys. Let's explain.
Gosh, this is so
Okay.
fun.
So I think we should go down the line.
I feel like it sounds bad because it sounds dehumanizing, but it's not.
No.
It's
Well,
more
okay,
fun.
not
here's the
serious,
question:
okay?
when you're saying he's a 10 or whatever you're saying, but
We're not
so when you're
saying
saying the number,
looks.
Look, no,
No,
this is
that
what it
is
means.
what you're saying.
Oh, I thought it was.
You're
saying
saying-
they're 10 of a person.
Guys, it's okay though. This
Because
is
it's
why.
not that
hate
serious.
degrading
No.
them.
Listen, it's literally
well, 10
just
to you. It doesn't mean 10 to
The
everyone.
concept is the concept is just if you find someone a certain level of attractive
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then you add this trait, does
Yes.
it make them more or less
It's
attractive?
more about
Yeah.
like your
It's just
preferences.
attractiveness.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean
It's not about
Yeah, it's
dehumanizing.
not-
You don't
and
And
need
also,
to
this is not
dehumanize
real
it.
people that we're talking about,
Yes.
Kath.
It's just
more
preferences.
or
It's a
less.
hypothetical
The only-
thought experiment.
the only thing it does is convey your taste.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all it does.
Love it.
All about
I'm
love it.
so excited.
Okay,
This is
so
my
I love
assume-
watching these.
I think most of you watching know what this is, but I think some people have never seen this before.
Yeah.
So basically, I think
It's on
that's-
TikTok.
Yeah, so basically, someone's gonna say like they're a 10, but they.
I just saw these two girls. They were like outside at night. They were obviously had gone clubbing or something. They're like, he's a 10, but he's a club promoter. And they're like,
Okay.
so funny.
So that's what it is. Or it's like he's a 5, but he's this thing that's
Yeah,
good.
it's
So
like-
when
He
people
can
do it
cook.
with their dads, it's so funny because they're talking about a relation, like a guy that they would date, and they're like, but their dad would rate him. So
Oh,
they're
that's
like,
funny.
he's a 10, but he hates whatever the dad likes, and the dad's like, oh, 2.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that's
You're
funny.
done.
There's a lot of ways you can take this.
We
trend.
each came up with a few, and we're just gonna each do one down the line until we run out of time.
I'm
Okay.
so excited.
This one's obvious.
And we'll
coming
all
from me.
answer and discuss.
He's an 8, but his car's full of trash.
Still an 8.
Wait, why
Still
not?
8.
Wait, why did you not do
Doesn't
10?
change it.
You can do whatever, Kath.
I thought you could only do 10.
Kath, you can change it
I
as you
really
go.
did this trend wrong. Okay.
God, get it. Stare outside your
He's
house.
an 8,
for a
but his
second.
car's full of trash. Ugh, 5.
Still an 8.
I
4.
don't like a messy man.
I
Nope,
can't
nope, nope.
deal
Yeah,
with
I
that.
want to say 5.
Thank you. That's
That's not right.
I feel
Like,
my car
it makes me
clean.
feel better about myself because I'm not that clean. I'm like, okay.
I can't do
Well,
it.
it's like if it bothers you or not.
Honestly,
it bothers me.
yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
this
do
is
it.
literally my husband,
Oh, wait, I'll
except he's a
go
10, and it's like his only downfall. Where I'm like,
It happens.
Yeah,
You're so on top
that
of
really bothers
everything.
me. I wouldn't
Just
like
take
it.
the
Yeah,
trash out.
So no.
That's not the type that I would like.
And I think it's reflective of like the person because like Max is so like rigid and structured, and that's what I like. And his car is always like it's not clean. He needs to wash it, but it's like he doesn't.
Well,
put
that's
stuff
the
in there.
confusing thing. Chad is the efficient, the doer, the go-getter, and I'm not. I'm like, whoa, I forgot to do this, forgot to do that. But my car's spick and span, and his is like cups.
Yeah, it's so interesting. It's
He
interesting.
just has
I don't know
got
what it
other
means.
things on the mind.
Car is not attractive. He's thinking big.
I think I got a brown phone.
He is. He's thinking big picture.
he's
Go ahead.
a
Sorry.
10, but he puts mayonnaise on everything.
Ah!
Honestly, literally my husband. Still 10.
That takes him to like an 8, I would say.
I'm gonna say
it affects
a 5 or a 4. I can't do
I
it.
will say a 0 because I can't date.
Yeah, you couldn't.
I physically can't do it because I will throw up all the time.
I did date
I have
someone
too much of a
Wait, does
sensitive
Nick-
who
stomach.
loved-
Does Nick eat mayonnaise?
We don't have any in our house. I think he
But will
probably
he
would
eat it?
but he
he's not,
doesn't
like,
seek it out
obsessed.
ever.
That's how I am.
I did date
I
someone
will
who liked
throw
it a
up.
lot, and
Just thinking about it.
I got a stomachache a lot around him.
That's what I'm saying. I can't watch people eat, especially stuff
I
like
can
that.
still remember.
Okay, got you.
For Amy's sake, I won't go into detail.
Thank you.
But my husband,
Nope, I can't hear it. I'm already out.
I didn't even say
I'm
anything.
already.
My husband frequently eats foods I don't like. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay.
Okay.
Freak out. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. Okay.
God, no. I will throw up
Okay,
if I
don't-
even
don't
see
do
someone
that. Okay,
putting
okay.
bad milk down
My
their
husband
throat.
frequently eats foods I don't like, which is white and creamy things. Don't like them.
Oof.
And I don't know, it kind of grossed me out
Yeah,
for a
just
second.
answer
But
the question.
I would
Yeah,
say it's
just
like, they go down to like a 9.5. It doesn't really change
Okay.
it that
All
much,
right.
honestly.
Okay.
Okay, oh, it's my turn. Lisa ruined my first one, so I'm like, what are you doing?
How did I
you-
ruin
you
it?
guessed
You
it.
guessed it.
She's
like, no, you can still say it.
Fine.
She's like, no one will get
No, not that one. I think the other one's more. Okay. He's a 10, but he wears flip flops.
10.
Oh, are we talking
10,
all
10,
10?
10.
All
Don't
you
care.
10.
You don't
Ken,
care.
He just wears them.
My
do not
boyfriend wears
care.
flip flops.
It doesn't
I don't
take
care.
a thing away from him.
You know what it says about him? He's laid back.
Yeah,
I
I
love
love it.
Unless his
what about
feet
you?
are
Sneaker
scary.
Probably he doesn't wear them very
Then we're
often.
gonna
but
need to get
he-
a pedicure.
I don't want a man.
once a year.
No, like no,
No, like,
guys.
it's really
this is
gross.
his footwear of choice. He wears these like all the time.
All the time?
It's like
Don't
his
care.
go-to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine
10.
with me.
Don't care.
Yeah,
care.
probably not someone I would date based on my past. Like I'm thinking. No, I'm
Give it a
thinking.
number.
No one I ever
Give
liked.
it a number.
I can't think of any guy I ever liked who wore flips all the time. So I'm thinking that probably means that personality type is not someone I ever liked.
Or
So
don't
what do
like
you
it.
like a 6?
You see a
A
guy, you're like,
6.
ooh, and then
he
he's
looks
got
maybe
flip-flops.
too laid back for me.
Ah.
So he's a 6
he's a 6.
now.
Nick is
Okay.
like laid back, secretly uptight.
Weird.
He
Okay.
doesn't. Oh, he wears
Okay.
flip flops sometimes. Though. I've
I
seen
didn't
him,
say
right?
my rating. Wait, did you guys just say yours?
Did you say
Nick
yours?
sleeps
didn't
in
say.
jeans.
Ah.
He's not wearing flip flops.
Let's hear it, Cass.
Wait, that sounds like he would wear
listen,
flip-flops. He's
Anyone
so
who's
laid
watching
back he could
who
sleep
thinks
in
I'm
his
this
jeans.
very judgmental person. Well, I don't know, maybe I am, but I don't think I am.
Kat, it's
I
not that
just answer the
serious.
No, but I'm just
question,
saying. The
please.
reason I say that is because I feel like it conjures a very specific, laid back,
That's what I'm saying.
beach bum type of guy, which I hate.
Okay, so you don't like it.
I always like very rigid, structured. That was
So
the type
what's
of
the
guys I always
number?
hated. So I would say it goes down to like a 3 or a
Lauren's like,
4.
"Get the
because
three."
I immediately saw a guy in flip flops, and I was like, even if he's literally the hunkiest hunk of life, you know,
Hunkiest
whatever.
hunk
I'm
of
trying to think
life.
of
not
the
your type.
Hemsworth brothers. Whatever.
I was just saying, Liam Hemsworth.
I would
No,
go.
Chris
I
Hemsworth.
would say
He's not your
he's
type.
not gonna like me, and I'm not gonna like him. I just
Okay.
know it right out the gate.
Wow.
Okay, guys, he's a 3, but he's emotionally unavailable.
Oh.
Zero.
My past life. Yeah.
Wait,
Why?
explain this because you're in a relationship with a great man. So explain this.
Because it's just that's my weakness.
In
Is
my
emotionally
past-
unavailable.
Yeah, in my past life,
I
it's
literally
true.
a guy who's like, oh, I don't really notice him, and then I'm like, oh, he's so emotionally unavailable. I'm like, he's a 12.
See,
Yeah.
there has to be. They're
Sorry.
like generally unavailable, like they wouldn't commit to me, but there has to be this thing of, hey, want to talk? I'm like, yes,
But
I can't.
No,
they
they're
can
still
do that.
emotionally
They can
unavailable.
do that.
then?
They're emotionally
When it
unavailable.
comes to
They can
actual
be
No, what do
charming
you
serious
mean? Like they won't be in a relationship with you, or they won't even look at you? Like
no, I didn't say they're
Icebox?
ignoring
It's like they
you.
don't know
No,
about-
they're just not
emotionally
available.
unavailable
emotionally.
people can be very flirtatious.
That can be in very
Definitely.
different
Oh,
ways.
give you
You
attention.
liked you liked a lot of emotionally unavailable guys, I would
Okay.
say.
But then as soon
Okay.
as it comes to real things, they like
I
they
thought you were
shut
talking about
down,
thing where
pack
they're
up,
like-
move out of town.
No.
okay,
not
that's
they hate
different.
you, just emotionally unavailable.
All right.
If I'm being
know.
honest, I would say that brought them to an 11 in my past, even though they're a 0, and I hate them.
Yeah, same,
I hate
and
them
I
so
don't
much.
know. I don't
So
know.
much
It's never been a
grief.
conscious factor for me, so I don't know.
So much slapping myself in the face. Like, why did I
That's
do
a good
it?
one.
Okay.
No. I hate it.
Here's my first one. He's a 10, very gorge, but he wears calf length denim shorts like 2005. Just real.
He's a zero.
Still
He's a
long.
zero.
I love it.
That's too far.
Like
Love
with
it.
the giant, like
Wait, he's a 10, but he wears them. I would say that brings him down. I don't really care about fashion that much,
Guys,
except for
that is
flip-flops.
so extreme.
I'm trying to think of who's wearing
I
that.
would say it brings him down to like an 8. What if he's like an amazing personality?
Those are coming back now.
Who cares? Wear what you want.
because
I
they went
don't
all
care.
the way to the 5-inch inseam, and now they're like, woo. I would say probably.
I'm trying to think of who's
five.
wearing
The
that.
only thing I have much of opinion on
It's
is
not about the
shoes.
person. It's just about the look.
Because I think shoes tell my personality. The rest,
so
I don't
weird
care.
Is wearing
Yeah, I
that.
don't
I'm
think
sorry.
that's someone who likes
Doesn't bother me.
or who I like.
I think shoes tell my personality.
The rest of your clothing does it.
I mean, it does, but it doesn't bother me.
Ken's like, this guy
It
wears
doesn't have to be in
Armani
style.
A lot of yelling.
suits every day, all day. I don't think it says anything about
No, that's not what I mean. I'm saying he doesn't write them off for me. I'm just like, they're just
Okay.
expressing themselves.
Lisa's next one.
Freedom.
All right. Wait, hold on. Sorry.
Oh,
Because to me, that
really
doesn't
don't know.
conjure a
That's
specific personality trait.
It
Okay.
just conjures
It just
a
kinda
lot.
like, all right.
Extreme.
I feel like I know what you're all going to say this, but he's a teen.
A teen?
But he wants to move to the heart of New York City with you.
Oh.
And to
I
me,
can't.
absolute deal breaker.
Oh.
Zero.
I would have to break up.
Like he has to do
Yeah.
that.
Like, this is a
He's
thing.
actually
Like, he's
doing
He's
that.
going there.
And he wants you to come with. Oh, no.
And he
I'm
wants to
sorry.
live in the city.
Oh,
like,
he
wants you to
forever.
start a life
You're not
there.
saying the person, the love of your life, is doing that. I'm like, well, okay, I might do that. No, he's a 10, but he
Yeah.
was okay. 0. I can't.
Yeah, I
do it.
can't do it. I'm
That's the
sorry.
path he's taking. Are you
Yeah.
going with
I
him?
not
can't
going.
live in it. No.
Well, it's like a 4, not a 0, but
It's literally
It would
0.
be a
I
big
cannot
deal
do
breaker.
To me, you're
I'm not
dead.
doing that.
You're gone.
I can't
you don't
do it.
exist.
I would hate that.
Off the menu.
I would absolutely hate that with every fiber of my being. So I would say that would bring them down to like a 4.
Of course.
If they're really set on New York, I'm like, 4.
Me
But if
and
they were like an
Christina?
amazing guy, the most amazing guy ever, not just their looks,
Oh,
their
Cap. It's just a
personality.
10.
Yeah, you're too deep.
Okay,
I'm
he's
being too deep.
I said,
Said 0.
It's just
Okay.
a deal breaker. I can't do
okay.
it.
He's an 8, but he takes over an hour to get ready every time he goes out in public.
What is he doing?
I know.
What is he doing?
I'd say he's still an A because Dylan literally takes the hour already. I don't know what he's
does he
doing. He
do?
doesn't even do anything, but he
his
just
me
like
time.
Okay,
gets
that doesn't
lost
really
in
count,
time.
then. I need someone who's putting a lot into their appearance.
Okay. My husband doesn't take an hour, but he takes like 40, 45. No, I'm serious.
Good
he will
for him.
stand there.
Good for
every
him.
hair. He is like putting the pomade on, tweaking every. He is so detailed about his appearance. He has like a skincare regimen.
Good for him.
I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
Taking care of
As long as
himself.
it's not making a slate,
Yeah, it
it's
doesn't
fine.
change it for
For
me.
me, it's
So I
like a
would say they're
3.
the same.
That's a no for me.
It only
That's a
bothers
giant
me
no.
if he's so like self-absorbed about it or something. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it takes like 20 minutes to get ready. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you can either be like meticulous or you can be like very like
Vain.
insecure and vain. Yeah,
if this is
So
a
it depends on
warm-hearted,
why.
loving person who takes an hour to get ready, I don't care.
Maybe like
Honestly,
the-
I
too
think
hard
it's
to
like,
tell.
Maybe,
Maybe
for Max and Dylan, I feel
4.
like it's like their
I don't
me
know.
time. They're
Yeah.
just like they're just chilling.
He just gets
I'm
lost in time.
very into
I
my
don't know.
aesthetic, so I don't mind if men are too.
All I'm
actually.
saying is
It
I
weirds me
take
out
about
too much.
20, 15, 10 minutes to get
Oh,
ready.
you
So if
couldn't
he's
do that.
taking
So
longer
I
than
would just
you.
be sitting there like,
Oh yeah, Max takes long for
Okay.
me
What
like
are
all
you
the time.
doing?
I would just start going
Almost
on
every time.
TikTok.
Okay.
So wait,
So I'm
what's the
giving them
number?
probably like a 5 because I just
Wait,
be
what
sitting
were
there on
they, a
TikTok.
10?
8.
Oh, an 8. Okay.
Maybe like a
I'm
5.
still
It
taking
wouldn't
them.
bother
Okay.
me too much, but I would be like,
I can't do it.
I'll just be a little annoyed.
You?
Oh, I was like, who's going? Okay.
Catherine.
Okay. He's a 10, but he hates Christmas.
What?
Oh,
I feel like that's a problem.
probably like a.
Okay, think about it. You're
5
trying to
or a
get into
4.
your holiday cheer, and he's being Mr. Grit.
That would be
Mr.
That brings him to a 5. I just realized Max literally calls himself the Scrooge because he doesn't care about Christmas. He doesn't hate it though.
No, that's
5.
different.
I'm
if they're
saying
trying to
5.
rain on your
I'd say
parade,
5.
yeah.
That's pretty
That's
unattractive.
pretty
I would say a 4.
I would say
Yeah,
it's like
Lisa,
a 4 or
you are the
5.
holiday cheermeister. That's
No,
like a 0.
I'm thinking about it because I know someone like that. I'm like, yeah, 4.
Yeah, it's a no for me.
Not quite
Okay.
attractive.
He's a 5, but he plays a sport.
Oh.
5. Literally does nothing. Don't care.
I would
Plays
say
it well.
10.
Sure.
If he plays it
wow.
well, I gotta say
Hot, hot,
it goes up a
hot.
lot.
I would say
He's like pretty good. Let's say that. He's not like the star, but he's like
like an
pretty
8.
good.
Okay, I would say
I
that's
would say maybe
like okay. I don't know what it is, but athleticism is like confidence to me. I don't know why. I would say that brings him up to like a 7, even though I've always said I hated athletes because I thought they were dumb. I feel bad.
Catherine is
I
a snob.
And Max is a really good athlete and really smart, and I feel bad. I'm sorry I've ever thought that. Sorry, universe.
I would
that.
say it might take them to like a 7, but if they like to watch sports, 0. I can't do it.
I gotta agree. Takes it back to.
I like it because Chad was like on the basketball team growing up, and he's not like, oh my gosh, LeBron James, but he has his like funny little techniques. They're a little
Yeah,
off the
it's
wall.
cute.
Like,
Funny technique.
yeah, he's like, I got a hook shot.
He
It's just
definitely
like really
adds.
cute. I love it. Yeah.
For some reason, many
love
of the
it.
men I have liked played tennis. So
I love
very
that.
off the
Unique.
path. Very, all very preppy. Yes.
very unique.
Preppy.
Oh,
Amy
Amy loves preppy men.
Wow, I didn't realize you all love
Weird.
sports so much.
Oh, I love
It
it.
doesn't
kidding me?
take them up that much, but some.
No, definitely.
I'm saying
I was
Great
very
one.
against it until I wasn't.
I like
Okay.
skills.
skilled, confident.
I can be any skill.
It's like teamwork, aggression.
Yes,
Go ahead.
love
Okay.
it, love it, love
Okay,
it,
Don't
love
love
here's
the
it.
one.
aggression.
He's a 6.5, okay? But he's
Okay.
your age and you're on an airplane.
Oh, he's a 12.
Oh my god!
Okay, he's definitely a 12.
Okay, for me, it's actually my ideal stranger passenger next to me is like a 55 to 60-year-old woman
No,
with
yeah,
an
I don't
open
wanna
heart.
actually
No,
sit
like
next
you're
to him.
on
I'm
the
saying-
airplane
Yeah, I'm
near
saying
each other.
on the airplane that I have a better experience and a better time. Like
You don't
one time,
notice
this
it?
guy
That's
who was
not the
my age
question.
sat down on the plane next to me and got super drunk, and I was like,
It's
relax.
not about sitting next to them, it's seeing them.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I actually don't enjoy that because it never went
so-
well and it was never
so
a thing.
They're what? Still
They're just-
6.
I mean, okay,
They're-
they're probably like an 8 if I was single, but yeah.
If they're far away, from
Yeah,
you, they're
probably like
8,
an
but
8.
if you
Okay.
talk to them, they're low.
They're an 8, and then you actually talk to them,
Oh my God.
and they actually get your number, and it's horrible. No, I've had multiple experiences with airplane guys that were really bad.
weird.
It's never what you think. Oh, we're gonna be these star-crossed lovers in other states. No. It is horrible. One of them actually scarred me. That was a very bad experience.
Boom.
He was very unstable.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yikes!
Weird
Who's
times.
next?
Sorry to dig up your
Did you
trauma,
just
Kat.
crack your neck?
Okay.
Oh my gosh, sounds like a huge neck crack. Okay. He's a 4 or even a 3.
Okay.
But his sense of humor rivals Steve Carell.
Oh, he's a 12. I love
50.
it.
10 at least.
10.
Oh,
Sense of
wait.
humor is so good.
Brings him up so high.
When Chad gets in his funny mood and starts rattling
none.
off all these funny things, I'm like, this is the
Hey,
best you.
Literally,
It's your
I'm
best
blind.
you.
If you have a good sense of humor, I'm blind.
Blind.
Don't
I
care what you
agree.
look like.
That's so
Blind.
true. That is one of the most attractive qualities.
It's so fun to be
Being funny.
around. Oh, I love it.
It's weird because
Oh my gosh.
I don't know because I
You don't
okay.
like funny guys?
No, I don't. Because listen, I think Max is
make
hilarious,
jokes?
but he's more unintentionally hilarious.
He doesn't make jokes.
No, he gets into weird modes that you will never see. And he is very like funny and goofy when he's just with me. But I dated a guy once who was super goofy and I was like, he was like funny, like he made all the friend group laugh and I was like, I didn't really like it. So I would say it just leaves him about the same. I didn't
Wow,
really,
okay.
It's not, I mean, I
That's
like
how
the
you
sense of
feel,
humor,
that's how you
but it
feel.
just didn't really
That's
attract me.
what. That's
All right.
like
Okay,
I
this
thought.
is one we're gonna be very
Divided.
divided on.
Let's see.
here we
He's
go.
a 9,
Okay.
but he's a musician.
oh,
50. I hate it so
Three.
Let me
much.
tell you, all my
I
greatest
hate
loves
it.
are musicians. And to a fact that to a level that I was like, it's a curse. It can't work.
I cringe at myself being a musician.
Listen,
so
the
I
fact
can't.
the fact that Chad plays not one but multiple instruments.
He does?
Yes, he
I didn't
started
know
on
that.
the bass.
Oh, icon.
Slap the bass, mom.
Oh my
I love
gosh.
that
If I
for
had
him.
$1 for anytime someone said
And
that to me
he's
when
good
I
at
said
the
I played
drums.
bass.
He's good at the drums
Wait,
too.
Oh.
he's a 9, but he's a musician. I think he's just still a 9.
He's a 3.
It's like, okay,
It brings
cool.
him down
It doesn't
my
really
book,
change it.
unfortunately.
It's the same as sports for me. It's the skill. I'm like,
Oh,
oh, that's so
like the
cool.
opposite.
I love it.
I didn't like it.
Because I feel like because they have such a.
I dated a few musicians and it never worked out well. It was too much art in one relationship. So for me, I would say like a 5.
It just does not
It
work.
just was
well.
not my thing.
Yeah, I
Clearly, I
cannot.
married someone who never even
You know,
wants
though,
to
I
sing.
will say,
He doesn't
I
even
never
like
liked.
music.
No, he does. He
But
likes
he
it.
doesn't even listen to it.
Just
I,
the one.
I only ever liked.
as a teenager.
Hey, I only ever liked one musician
He
that
was
was
thinking
actually
music.
like all artsy and in his feeling, the most disrespectful man I've
Oh,
ever
I hate
met.
him.
Awkward.
But he had a great personality, but usually it was more of the businessy, like, oh yeah, I'm good at
Yeah,
this,
was
but I
gonna
have
other
other
Chad's
things
more
going
like
There's a lot of different
music
types.
business musician.
I don't
It's
like the
interesting.
ones that are the stereotypical
in their feelings.
Oh,
yeah.
if there's an acoustic guitar in the room, I'm gonna start playing it in a show-offy way, or whatever. I'm like, please stop.
Oh my gosh.
Not that,
can't
not
hear.
that, not that.
Okay, Kathy.
about you?
Oh, I keep forgetting.
I knew I had to warn
I have
you.
one that might throw you guys for a loop, but
I'm
hopefully you
nervous.
understand what I'm talking about.
What?
Okay. Sorry. I thought of this when I was driving today. He's a 10, but he invests all of his money into cryptocurrency.
One.
Yeah, he's a 1.
All
I'm
of his
scared.
money.
We're
That's
gonna
too
have no
much.
money. It's
I
gonna
don't
disappear.
know.
All of his, yeah. No.
Did he lose it, or is he doing something good with it? I'm like,
But cryptocurrency, you can't trust
because what if he bought like 4 Bitcoins and then they went way up and he cashed out? I don't know. I think that's pretty cool.
I
I
would agree with
It
that.
depends
It's
how
just
he
too
did it.
unstable for me.
Depends
I think
somehow.
it's too much of a
Too
risk
much of
taker,
it's a very
probably.
risk taker on the edge type guy.
Yeah,
I don't think I could
know.
do that.
I don't know if I could trust him with my money, so probably
Okay.
not.
Yeah, that's the one that I thought you guys would.
I don't
Yeah,
like that
I don't
one.
know.
TBD.
I said 3, yeah. Okay, he's a 6, but he knows a lot about like math and science stuff.
Oh,
10.
love that. Nick, okay, Nick is so good with that because of his degree, and oh my gosh, I
Yes,
love it.
like Dylan explained to me what
Oh my gosh.
electricity is. I'm
It's
like,
amazing. It's amazing.
We stand men in
Oh my gosh, I
STEM.
love
I
it.
don't know why I'm having no
I
reaction
love
to this.
it.
It doesn't do anything
Men
for
in
me.
STEM.
What did you say? He's
Oh my
a
gosh, I
what?
love
he
it.
explained to me how
No,
like,
he's a what
He's
rating?
he's a 6, but he knows
10.
a lot about math and
10.
science.
I mean, maybe a
10.
7.
I don't know.
Remember? In our
Oh
what
my
class was it?
gosh, social psychology? No, biological psychology.
I was just like, when there was
a nerd.
who would like say the answers
Small,
like
plucky
yes,
nerd.
yes,
I love
yes.
Oh, we
Your
stand.
crush.
My
You ended up
crush?
liking him,
Your
right?
crush.
Oh wait, which one?
The one where you like never.
I'm like, how do we
Guys,
make up a
A
code?
nerdy man was always
Oh.
my
Yeah, it
weakness.
doesn't do it for me.
Christina with the.
I'm like, you gotta laugh.
Guys, and one of my favorite things about Max when
It
I
is
first
getting
started
very
dating him
hot
was
in
his
here.
love of
It is getting
spreadsheets.
really. Oh yes, we
It was a
stand.
well,
great
that's different.
Wait, what?
Well,
This is
yeah,
math and science, like
but
Protons
but he
and
but
neutrons.
and,
that's
like-
true.
When
Yeah,
Dad
he
starts
also
doing
loves
that, I'm
science
like,
videos.
I don't want to be
Okay,
here.
not dad.
No, I'm
that
saying
is
when
not.
he talks about science, I don't care. not like, oh, I love you, Dad. Not like that.
Just yeah.
I just it doesn't turn my brain on.
I
for
feel
some
like,
reason. I don't know.
I feel like you're more of a
stand.
creative.
I don't know.
I
Yeah.
stand.
I loved
Okay,
it.
he's a 10, but for whatever reason, he doesn't have a driver's license, and you do not live in a walkable city.
Wait, what?
So you have to drive him everywhere.
Wait, what do you mean for whatever reason?
We don't know why. He just doesn't have one.
doesn't have a license.
Maybe he got taken away. Maybe he's too
Hits
scared.
a 5.
Look, I dated
No,
someone.
he can't not have a license.
I dated someone who didn't have a car. That was a
a
bad
little different.
sign. That was a bad sign.
No, yeah, this is low.
I
This
feel
is
like
low.
I'm afraid of driving, so I can't be driving you. So
Oh
it's
my
a big
gosh.
deal breaker.
I dated a guy who didn't have a
Three.
license too.
Oh no!
I did, and it was horrible.
Yeah, that ended up on my list of deal breakers later. Guys, set your bar higher than having to write down, will have a car and a license. I had to put that on there to like raise my standard.
Basics of life.
I think this
Yeah.
just kind of conjures someone who isn't really a go-getter or
Because
something. I don't
it's a difference, but like, oh, they grew up in New York and they never needed
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I
That's
know
different.
someone who doesn't have his license.
true. There's probably
and worked
exceptions.
at the DMV.
What?
Hey, what?
How weird, right?
That's
I'll
wild.
tell you off.
That's very strange.
yeah,
Everything
even though he
you
would
say
never
sounds
watch
10
this.
times more
Okay,
scandalous.
Lisa.
Who said this? This mine?
She's like,
Yes, you're next.
The word on the street.
This is a
Okay,
great
someone.
game. I'm
Lauren,
literally
this is
dead.
This is already, you kind of already said this one, but I wrote down he's a 5, but he's in the X Games for BMX biking.
Oh,
he's a
10 and a half.
10
X
million.
Games.
30.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's like a 5. That's not my style.
Cool is that?
That would give me
iconic.
too much.
The problem is it's really cool, but I just know it's not my type. Even though I do think it's really
No,
cool.
but just attractiveness.
It's not my
Do you find it
type.
even attractive?
well, I know I
Like some people
it's
I'm
like
attracted
skater
to, but
boys.
it's attractive,
More.
but then I can tell if I
there's
got to know
people
them, I'd
that
be like,
aren't my
meh,
type, but I'm
meh.
still attracted to them. I
Yeah,
find
it still
attra- I
makes
find
me
it
more
No,
attractive.
after I talk to them, like, this is
Okay.
After you
think
talk to the
that-
BMX
I'm not talking to
guy.
them.
It's like 2 seconds. You talk to them, it's like
No, you see the movie trailer. It's just the trailer. Do you want to watch the movie or not? You don't even have to watch the
no,
movie.
I can just tell.
She just knows she doesn't want the movie.
Oh my
I don't want the
gosh.
movie.
Well, I say 10 million.
Yeah, that's a 10.
Definitely
So
at least
cool. It ain't
10.
right for me.
For
Love it.
sure.
It ain't
All right.
right.
Kath?
Wait,
Wait. No, Kath, did you answer?
Maybe if they're an athlete, doesn't raise it for you, but if they're the BMX
I
guy, it
answered
raises
that one.
it.
I answered earlier.
She's like,
I said four or five.
a message
'cause
in her
I was just
earpiece.
thinking about my next one.
Wildcat.
Okay.
I need to be in the moment.
He's a 5,
Okay.
but he's completely financially stable, owns his own house, has a healthy amount of savings and investments.
10.
10.
That's kind of hard to find, though. 'cause
That's
Rare.
He could still be
That's, like,
boring
really
and not very
responsible,
interesting. I
though.
don't know.
Cat.
For me,
Six?
this brought yes.
It could be anything. We're just saying,
Okay,
these two
for
things.
me, a lover.
he's been working
of
hard, he's been-
Security. I know I just said I dated someone without a car and a license. That really propelled me to the other end of the spectrum. I was like, I want to be well taken care of. So yes, 12.
for sure.
12.
It's great to find that.
We
I
love
need a
that.
comfortable nest where I can take my own risks knowing it's not a risk at all. See what I
I
mean?
love that.
Love
we just
it.
want to be taken care of.
Yeah.
Okay, mine
Love
is
it.
he's a 10, but he plays video games for 4 hours a day.
Every
He's
day?
like a 3. I hate that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
like
I
a
can't
two.
do
He's
it.
a 10.
Like
it's
a
I would
10
say
hours.
that's like a 2 to
Like
me.
that's like me. If I was a guy, I'd probably be doing that. It's like
Nick
I
likes
don't want
computer
that.
games. He's doing for 4 hours.
That's different. And he
Like
plays with
like
the boys
a
and stuff.
gamer
That's fine.
guy.
Yeah.
I can't.
I'm sorry.
Oh, the one guy without the license didn't have.
Oh.
Or he played
Like
video
if
games.
they Twitch like live streamed their video game playing. Oh.
No, that's kind of cool though because he's making money.
Okay, true.
I'm
Okay,
scared
no
of
hate.
But what
If
if they
anyone
weren't
watching
making
us
money?
is a gamer,
It's just not
have your
personally our thing.
interests.
not my personal.
Yeah.
Not my personal.
I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I've said if they're a 10, it goes to like a 5.
Like Nick will play some like computer
Yeah.
kind of games, and he's like talking to the people, whatever. I think it's kind of funny. He's like having his
the people is
community
probably
time.
His bro time.
Yes, the people is my
literally
brothers.
witnessed
It's literally my brothers.
Joey and Alex are like, I'm like, who are you
I
talking
think
to?
it's
They're
a
like, we're
random
talking to
person,
Steve.
actually. My brothers call him Steve.
Why?
So I think that's fine. But yeah, 4 hours. It's
It's just yeah,
It's
4 hours is
excessive.
It's too far.
Okay.
Okay, me.
Oh, I thought that was your question.
that was my question.
No, I thought that was Lauren's question.
No,
It just sounded
okay.
like something she would say.
No.
He's a 5, but he has no social media.
Oh,
10.
10.
Wait,
10
what?
and a half.
Wait, you love
He's
that?
not on social media. Yeah,
Yes,
10,
we
10,
made that
10.
like a very
I
neutral
do
thing.
like that.
Oh, I love
It makes so much more.
Like-
but it also makes your crush way more heightened though because it's do or die every time you see them.
It's
I
like,
do like
maybe
that.
he has a Facebook, okay, but he doesn't go on it. He's
I would
not on
say like a
Instagram. He's
7.
not on
That's basically
Snapchat.
he's a
like,
what?
5.
He's a 6.
6. Oh,
You know
They
what?
say
That
that? I
doesn't
don't
make
know.
him more attractive.
I
to
like
me,
it.
Oh, I
actually.
love it.
It's against the grain.
You're out of the social
Once a
media
year,
world.
Max is like, "Oh, can you send me a picture of the twins so I can?"
And then he
post-
writes the sappiest caption.
He does.
He does
Wait,
write really
did I
funny
miss
captions.
this?
It's
Yes,
really cute.
yes.
What did he
Look
write?
at Max's Instagram. It's always these little guys are crawling all around. It's like
It's so
emojis
cute.
and all this stuff. I'm like,
These little guys.
I'm
changed
It's,
my
I
it's
life.
very
shocked.
tender.
Yes,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
It's
to
crawling
me,
around
that doesn't
tender.
change their number at all. I don't really. Well, if they're
I
on
love
Instagram
it.
all the time, I would say that brings it down. It
Okay,
seems
but
kinda
if
weird.
you're trying to date someone with no social media, it really heightens the experience.
Honestly, I think that's a
I
good
love
thing
it.
because then you don't have to stalk them, and that just makes way too many
Okay,
complications.
that's not. What
I don't
it's
like
about,
it. I don't
but-
like it.
Okay. Mine is okay. He's an 8, okay, guys? But he
Okay.
only has female friends.
Oh.
No guy friends.
Ooh, that's.
I don't even know anyone like
I
that.
don't like that.
This is
Two.
a thought experiment.
4.
One.
I feel like that
Well,
doesn't
actually,
even
he
cross
could be-
paths with me. I don't
he
even
could
know
be-
who that is.
Attractive, but then I would also want to kill him at the same time.
Yeah.
just
Wait,
too
what's the number
upsetting.
he has?
8.
Okay, he's
think-
like a 2. I don't
Actually,
like
I
it.
think
he's
I would
like
be
a
attracted to that in my
2.
past.
I don't
even
think
though I
I
would
would.
hate it, I would be
The
attracted
problem
to
is
that.
like
No.
a lot of girls obviously are fine, but there's a lot of girls who are just kind of weird with their guy friends. And I feel like if he has that many, he's bound to have some of those, and that's just
well,
really annoying.
and why do you have no guy
Why
friends?
do guys not like it? Why does he not like
what?
guys?
Yeah, that's
What?
true.
Yeah.
I feel like a girl with no girlfriends is more common than a guy with no guy friends, right? Like,
Yeah.
because I know some girls who have like no girlfriends, but I don't know any
Yeah.
guys that have no guy friends.
I think you're
Yeah.
That is
I
interesting.
don't know.
Every man that I've ever loved or liked or been interested in, they always have bromances.
Yeah.
Like they love their guy friends.
Yeah.
And I like it. It's attractive to me.
I love
agree
that.
with
Oh, you're so close. You're so affectionate. It's cute. I like it. Keep it going.
Yeah, love that.
We
All right.
stand.
My last one that I have, I don't even feel that much about this, but I'm just curious. He's a 9, but he wears the exact same plain, simple outfit every single day.
Oh, this is Nick.
To me,
Wait, like the same clothes?
pretty much.
Or like just same like
this. No. Like okay, he owns 5
Same
white
template.
T-shirts and jeans.
Oh.
He owns them every
he's
single
a
day.
10. I like that.
Nick, I love
To
it.
me,
Yeah.
I feel like it's more like a 5. like
I like it.
I
I
feel
like the expressive, fun
I-
style. It's like a thing for me.
I feel like now that I'm looking back, I've always liked guys with a little more fun style. They're preppy. Like those preppy guys wear boat shoes and like bright like shorts for some reason.
they can still wear that.
No, they
They
wear
can still
weird
wear that every
patterns
day,
and
though.
stuff, though.
Yeah, but
They wear like the weird
Pizzazz.
patterns with their clothing.
frat bros.
Yes,
Some pizzazz.
we have
Okay,
apparently.
Wait, what was it
You'd
again?
say it.
Where are you?
I know what the concept was. I know what the concept was, but I
He's
didn't know
a
what.
9, but he wears the exact same thing every single day.
I feel like I like
Maybe
the
he
fun.
owns a few
Kinda
copies
plain.
of it,
I
but
feel
it's like a
that's
white
kinda
tee
like
and
Max.
jeans.
It's pretty basic, but I like his style.
All right. Don't care. What do you think?
It doesn't really bother me. I feel like it's more about who they are.
So
I
he's
would
still
say
a
they're
9.
still a 9.
All right.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
Did you say your
I
rating?
said he's a 10.
Oh yeah, he's a 10. Whoa.
I like it.
Lauren,
All
she
right,
likes
all
the
right.
basic.
I like it.
I feel
Okay.
like it's like a.
Okay.
I have a good one
7.
for me, at least. I'm going to lower this. He's a 5,
Okay.
but he can fix everything that breaks on your car or your house. 10, that's Nick. I love
That's
it.
a 10.
10.
Love it.
Love it.
Love
That's
it.
pretty awesome.
Love it.
I love it so much. I think I might like, well, that goes kind of hand in hand with the math. With the math and science one.
Yeah, you really reacted to
Love it.
You guys were like, outroar.
I didn't even know that I thought that was so attractive.
Wait, you did?
And then I was like,
Erupted.
whoa. Why is that so attractive? But it totally is.
Okay,
I think also because none of us are math and science people. So like, wow, how do you know
I'm more
that?
history gal.
Okay, I'm trying to think about how to word this. He's a 10, but the way he dances in social settings and public gatherings makes you cringe.
He's still a 10.
Oh, I feel
I don't like
bad.
cringing at people's dancing because even if it's bad,
No.
the only thing that makes me cringe is people who are too embarrassed to dance and are trying to go. That makes me cringe because I feel horrible for them.
Okay. Oh.
Amy Elizabeth.
I'm sorry.
It's not that they're like, oh, they're a professional dancer. That's not what I care about. It's more like there was a few experiences I can remember where, yes. One of them where I was like,
That was wild.
and there's another person I,
was not
dated
there.
too that I was
That
kind of like,
was unreal.
I'm
Remember
not
that?
saying it's
The
bad
ants
to
in
be
the
a
pants
crazy
thing?
dancer.
He was like, vaguely.
It's just like, it made me feel really
God.
overwhelmed.
it was
It doesn't really
unreal.
change anything.
It made me go down to like a
Okay,
5.
there was one guy, and my boyfriend at the time and I were both like, yeah, that Kath has that problem with. And he was literally doing this like ants in your pants kind of dance thing where
Yes.
it was like he was trying to stomp
It's like the floor
a
was on
million
fire.
ants. He was like, guys, I'm not exaggerating. It was unreal. I've
I
never
feel
seen
bad for judging, but
never seen someone
I
dance like
respect
that.
that though. That doesn't
Yeah.
make me cringe as much because he's confidently doing it versus someone
Yeah.
going,
Yeah, that it just hurts to see.
that. Yeah, that's
No,
that's worse
I don't
for
think
me.
now it's as bad. In high school, it was weird. I was like,
Yeah,
I
everything's
think
weird
it
in high
doesn't change
school.
their number to me.
I
Still the
feel
same.
like
Yeah.
it might make me if
you hate that.
I'm cringing, I can't exist so
Yeah.
low. But it just depends on why I'm cringing. Do you know what I mean?
Dance.
Some
they're
people are
dancing.
so
But, like,
embarrassed by
why
their
they're-
partners. Like they're embarrassed
yeah.
if they dress a certain way.
I
if
hate
they-
that. I hate
There's-
that.
like
I don't
in
like
marriage
that.
and in their
In
30s.
marriage, yeah. Some people are like, "Oh, why do they say that? You're embarrassing me." They don't say that
That's
outright,
sad.
but you can tell
I
that's
don't
the
like
vibe they're
that.
giving off.
That's sad.
I know.
That makes me sad thinking about cringing someone's dancing.
I want my husband to freely express himself. I want him
Yeah.
to dance like
Be
no one is
confident, be
watching.
yourself.
I want this certain level of freedom, and I want him to have it too.
Okay,
Yeah,
there was this
same.
guy though,
Quality.
and he was an impeccable dancer, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
that is
On the
nice.
flip
if
side,
they're,
when they're a
like,
good
really
dancer,
good
He's a 5, but he's a great dancer.
yeah.
He's like a 9.
Amazing.
really attractive. I will
Amazing.
say, it really raised the bar. I don't know
Dancing
why.
is yeah,
the bar,
Dancing's a good
Like
one.
I just received this. I was like,
Wait, the video that's going viral of the guy at the like Indian wedding reception, the white guy
I
that's
liked
the groomsman,
it. Oh.
he's like doing the
for
whole
him.
routine, and it's like
Cool.
We love a
incredible.
dance. We
He's
love a
like
dancer.
jumping around.
we
Yeah, I can
love
Everyone
appreciate
loves
Okay,
a good
this
dancer.
is kind of reverse of what you said already, but it's just he's a 5, but he has really trendy style.
Trendy?
Yeah, like he's like up on the trends.
I would
looks
say
fresh.
that is like a 3. I don't
that
like
same?
trendy.
Yeah,
Goes
Probably
down
like
for me.
4.
You
I
know
don't like
what?
trendy style.
He might be an 8.
Ooh.
Because Because
Wow.
when men wear trendy outfits, I like it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like
I'm
it.
picturing a guy in some streetwear or something. I'm like, okay.
I just like when they have their own style.
And we're gonna look fire together. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
dressed up. You're gonna dress up. We're gonna be a hot couple. I like it.
Cute. So Christina literally verbatim stole my last one.
Really?
Was it the math and
Basically.
science or fixing things?
Yes. So I'm gonna amend mine.
Okay.
I'm making one up on the fly that someone asked me on Instagram, which made me cackle. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
He's a 7, but he's behind you at church and you do the sign of peace.
Oh my god!
Oh, when you're younger, especially.
It really
Wait,
does.
that's so true.
If he's a 7, then he's already attractive.
Okay, fine.
He have to be like a 5.
Okay, that.
Then he's a 7.
I don't think it really
Definitely.
changes.
I think it
That's
very,
just like the airplane
very
one.
shortly
That's
and
such a weird
temporarily
true
raises
thing.
the number. and
It's
then
just so
you forget
weird.
they
It
exist
just,
like a minute later.
It's weird but true.
For
It's
me, it was just
very
like
true.
5 to a 6.
Yeah, it probably goes up one.
And you're just like,
just because the shock, you're like,
exactly.
I just thought of another one inspired by Kat's prom date. He's a 10,
Oh no!
but
He attacks you.
he cannot.
Catherine.
He's a 10.
tried to kiss me. Get away from me!
Stop it.
You sicko.
He's a 10, but he's really bad with directions and gets lost.
Oh, he's a
I would be terrified
He's
too.
That's like a
Two.
5.
Absolutely.
he's
too.
like an 8.
You know what? Chad gets
Down
lost
with it.
sometimes. I don't care.
I don't like
don't
it.
care.
I would be really
I
scared.
really don't
I
like
hate
that
it.
because
What was he
I don't get
rating?
lost.
He's a
So I'm
what?
like,
He's a 10. He's still
are
10.
you okay?
Still 10. It's fine.
I
I
feel like
thought it
I'm
would bother
good.
me more than it does.
I get
It
too
doesn't bother me.
scared.
I feel like Max is the opposite of that. He's like, well, what's the address? Where are we going to park? We need to look it up. Like, he always wants to be, like, very prepared so he doesn't get lost.
But actually, maybe
Because
if
Chad's
other.
talking to me and then loses track. And I'm like, that was the turn.
Okay, if someone else gets lost, I'm amending mine. But they're not stressed about it and they don't care, and we're just gonna get there anyway.
Stressed. Oh my gosh. I'm like, pay attention to the GPS.
I would be like, it wouldn't change anything because I'm like, okay, whatever, we'll get
Oh
there.
my
I'm
God.
not
I hate
driving this
it.
car, but if they're stressed, I'm out. I'm jumping out the window.
Wait,
I'm
misses a
exiting.
turn or is lost?
Is lost.
Lost
How
is
do you
deep.
get lost? I don't know, but people do it. People
We've
do
never
it,
been
guys.
think I
lost.
do
We
it.
just missed
I feel like I could do it.
I do that.
Why do you
all the
get
time.
lost?
I don't know.
Where are you driving?
She doesn't know.
I don't know.
You don't
I'm like, ooh, I think
the
I could try
situation?
to figure out how to get home. It's probably left. And then I'm like, where am I? And then I like try the
It's like a fun
GPS.
challenge. And
Guys.
you're like, oh.
I do the opposite thing where I don't use my GPS unless I absolutely have to, and I drive down one road for like 25, 30,
Oh,
40
that's
minutes.
fun.
Then I take a turn, I take another turn, whatever, and I find my way back to the road.
Oh, that's.
I like doing that.
I like to go for a
Wait,
drive
just
and
for
just
fun?
kind of
Or
suss
I'll
the
go and I'll
vibes.
take a few turns and then I'll reverse my steps and go back and I do it correctly. Yeah, it's
Oh,
kind of
I
like
love doing that.
a little exercise.
I feel like I
It's
could
a
do that.
drive.
It's really fun going for a drive, but just like going to every turn and being like, what do I feel like going right
I
now?
actually think I have a decent sense of
That's
direction.
Christina every time.
Christina, I feel bad about trying to expose you or anything, but I remember when we used to,
I don't
when we used to
mind
drive, she
not
doesn't care.
doing well with
then I'd she'd be
directions.
We literally been somewhere that we've been like 30,000 times, and she'd be like, "Where do I go, right or left?" I was like,
100%.
"We've literally done this 100 times."
I can't
She was
tell.
like, "Okay, where do I turn?" I'm like,
Guys, every time I go to the doctor's
She's like-
office,
her memory just wipes.
I've been to the doctor's office like 100 times at this point. Every time I come out of the room, or the office, I'm like, wait, left or right? To walk down the hallway, and it's at the end of the hallway.
Okay, but
I go obviously the other way.
buildings are very disorienting sometimes. I don't know why that is. It's like, can't
Oh
do
man,
it.
good times.
Guys, that was a great
This was
game. I
illuminating.
really enjoyed that.
Any
I wish
last
I had
ones before we
more.
end? No more? No more? Okay. No
Well,
more.
I said a reverse of the other one where that was the plain one. I wrote down, I deleted it, where he's a 4, but he has a really adventurous, fun sense of fashion. Not just trendy, whatever. Like he wears like fun, like weird stuff.
I mean,
You know what? I can
It's
get
just-
behind that.
He's
To
still
me,
a
it's more
4
like a
to
7.
me.
I'm
yeah, I can respect the
I can
hustle,
get behind it, maybe
but
like
I
a 6 or
prefer
7.
more of a plain,
Well,
more rigid type of person. That's just
Depends
what I
on-
always like.
I guess it depends on what kind of fun. It could bring it up
I'm
for
like,
me.
you do
It's
you.
a
That's cool.
confident thing
But I
of,
just
like,
don't really like
unique.
Okay, actually, yeah.
That-
Okay,
actually,
that's like a
that would bring
6,
it up.
That might
7.
be fun, yeah.
Yeah.
I can get behind it.
Confident,
I like
unique.
it.
I like that.
7.
I can actually like that.
Oh, here's another one. Ready?
Oh, I love
another
it.
fashion one.
Oh my
He's
gosh,
a
you love the
6,
fashion.
but he notices things about your outfit and compliments
That
them.
never happens to me, but that is great.
Yes.
With the
I would
few
give it
times
an
that's
8.
ever happened in my life.
8.
Love
Yes.
it.
This is
I
one of
love
Chad's
it.
I
best
love that.
qualities.
That's a
and
great
other people I've
quality.
had crush on, they're like, ooh, I love your silver
I love
Uggs.
it
I'm
when
like,
they do that.
It's a great.
thank you.
That's cute.
I love your space boots. I'm like, thank you.
I love that.
Which are my silver Uggs.
They're like
We stand.
to me. I love your bike shorts you've been wearing every day. There's nothing to say for mine.
Have you seen that trend where people are like, it's just like, I'm really proud of, I'm going to take your bike shorts as an example because you just roasted them. I just really admire your like commitment to like the way that you wear the same bike shorts every single day.
Oh, I've seen that trend.
Or, like,
When they go back and forth and
yes.
roast each other, but like, I just love how you.
I just
Whatever.
love.
That's funny.
I was like, I could not do that because I
the
would
brother
start
and
crying.
sister, they're like, I really respect how you're not making mom and dad pay for your college because you're not going.
I was like, you're just so
That's funny.
adventurous. Like you, like don't know where you're going at any time, and you can
Me.
go wherever.
Love it. All right.
I would cry though
That
if I
was
tried to
fun.
do that trend.
We could probably make a lot of shorts, TikToks out of that.
Oh, that was
So many good moments.
Yeah, that was a good
We
one.
stand.
Okay, let's go to Sister Spotlight, where the spotlight goes on a different sister each week. There's Get Real with Christina, Sappy or Sassy Thoughts with Kath, Lisa's Corner, Amy's Current Crisis, or Lauren's Take. This week, the sister is Lauren.
Christine.
Wow.
Lauren's take.
I always get so stressed when we do this. I'm like,
So what is
All right.
what is
got
Lauren's
some questions
take?
from our patrons for Lauren.
Okay.
All right, this is from
and they always
Julie.
ask me like, how do you solve world hunger?
Lauren's like, don't know. I'm just a man. Julie J. She says, how do you know when you're ready to get engaged? Like they are the one. I know. Hey, Lauren, you're way more wise than you give yourself credit for, Lauren. I feel like you can answer any question.
That is a good question.
How do you
is a deep
know
question.
when
Say
you're
that.
ready to get engaged? I don't know. I feel like it's
How
different
can you know?
for different people. They would have different
the
reasons.
person you're with, or
Look, this is my
Sorry,
question. But yeah,
go ahead.
I don't know. I assume you're with someone if you're gonna get
Yeah,
engaged.
like they're the one. It sounds like they're dating someone and they're like, should I
Okay,
get
well,
engaged?
okay.
Should
If
I-
you if you already are like, okay, we're gonna get married, but you're just saying, when should you get engaged? I feel like it's like,
Actually, I think they're
It's
asking
more
how you
like-
know if you're supposed to be engaged to that person or not. It sounds
Is
like.
that
I
what
think
they're
they
asking?
are.
That's
That's a
like
little
they
more
are the one.
confusing.
Yeah.
I don't really know, guys. I
Well, it
feel
sounds
like
like it's two
when you know, you know. I don't know.
You have to be in your own.
I mean, that's a solid answer.
situation.
What do you
I mean,
think?
I guess there's like logical things. So, like, do you have the same goals? Do you want the same things? You have the same values? Like, when you picture a future with them, is it a future of stress and pain? Or, like, I don't know, stability, maybe? Maybe think
Good
about
things
that.
to ask.
Those are good questions.
Okay, this is from Nimsha, and she says, out of your shoes, what is your favorite pair? I feel like you got some cool shoes.
You do.
What's my favorite pair?
I know what my favorite pair of your shoes is.
Right now it's probably my gladiator sandals.
I was gonna say those are my
my
favorite.
Doc Martin ones.
Those are my
They're
favorite
really
shoes,
cool.
Those are pretty cool.
They like lace around my ankle. It's pretty
Oh,
cool.
We stand.
Those are pretty edgy.
So
All right,
cute.
this is from Katie. She said, how would you describe each of your sisters in one word?
They always do this. They always
How
do
can
this.
you describe a person in one word?
Just don't overthink it. Just
Okay.
Idiot, that's
Lisa, weird. Christina, like tells people what to do. Person, I don't know.
I don't want to say bossy. Leader? How about leader?
Okay, leader. Catherine, expressive. Amy, panicked.
Amy's shocked by that.
I'm so shocked.
okay. All right, this from Logan. How many songs do you write in a year, both band and individual?
Like 20.
Wow, that's a lot of songs.
Well, that's like what I record in a
months?
year. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, you have really dark eyes.
I
I just
know.
realized that. I don't know that I ever thought about that before.
Blonde makes
I've
it
been
more.
told.
Wow, I don't think I've ever looked at your eyes.
I would call them Coca-Cola eyes.
Wow, Lauren,
Right?
she got cute eyes. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're gonna have an answer to this.
Sorry, root
Favorite
beer
dad
eyes.
joke? Do you have one? I got a great one, but I don't know.
I don't know. Dylan tells dad jokes every minute.
Oh my god.
But I actually like them though because he knows that like they're not that funny. It's like it's funny that they're not funny, you know. But like
bad
some
thing.
people that
don't
it's so
know.
funny. I'm like, okay, let's calm down.
Do you have one that comes to mind?
I don't know. The most recent one, which I actually told him, which he didn't even hear before, but I thought everyone knew this one, was something about like, oh, atoms, they make up everything.
Joke you told.
Because he was talking about like studying for something. I don't know.
Wait,
Wait, did you
Atoms.
Right.
is it supposed to be a double thing like men named Adam
No.
named Y and then
No, I
also
meant
Adam?
atoms that
No, I
compose the-
know.
They
Is it-
make up like, oh, I hate them or something like that, or like, oh, no. It's
I feel like
like,
it's
why
phrased
can't
really
you
weird.
trust Adam?
There we go.
You can't. Why can't you trust Adam?
Oh,
They
Adam.
make up everything.
I don't think you
I
phrased
don't
it
know how
right.
to tell these jokes, but you know what I'm talking about. I thought everyone knew this joke. Apparently they
It
don't.
doesn't start with O Adams.
Well, everything starts with O to me. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Adam.
Okay.
She will occur.
All right, last one. This is from Matthew.
Just make it all up.
Okay.
Can you do it?
Okay. Now we're taking it more of a serious direction. How do you know it's time to give up on a project you're working on rather than keep working on it and dreading every second of it?
I would say if the pain outweighs like the excitement and passion,
Ooh.
like if you don't care about it enough and it's just ruining your life, don't do it. But if you're like, oh, this is my dream though, and you can find like excitement for it, then don't give up on it.
I like that.
Because, yeah, some things it's just not worth ruining your life over. It's really not. But if you're like, this is my passion, I really want to do this, then don't give up on it.
Don't give
Love it.
I love it.
All right, that was Lauren's take. Now that we're all sweating, I can see it's getting hot.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, speak
I
for
can
your-
see everyone's face is shiny. Not in a
It's
bad
called
way.
oil. Not
I don't
sweat.
feel sweaty.
It's getting really hot in here. We're in a heat wave. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah, it's hot out
let's
there.
wrap it up before we all die. So I'm talking to
We're on
patrons.
patrons.
Patrons. Thank you
Patreon.
guys. I'm not going to tell you guys to join Patreon because you're already on it.
We love you.
Love you guys.
Thank you
You're
for
the
supporting
best.
us.
We'll see you in
You're
the
the
next
best.
episode.
And you're all tens.
Yeah.
You're all 10.
You've been listening to the Cimarelli podcast. Follow Cimarelli on Spotify and subscribe on YouTube. You can also find Cimarelli on Facebook and Instagram.